Hi guys, welcome to My Math with Mrs. Hoskins. Today we're going to be doing a geometry lesson on quarters and fourths. It is chapter 9, lesson 10. You will need a pencil, your crayons, a ruler, and your page 693 out of your math book. So let's get ready to learn. So today's lesson is about quarters and fourths. So I wanted to talk to you about something you all know about. That's money. So this is $1, and you know that this is a quarter. But did you know that it's called a quarter because it takes 4 of them to make a dollar? A dollar is 100 cents. So when I have 25 plus 25 plus 25 plus 25, I get 100. And that's why these are quarters, because they are a quarter of a dollar or a fourth of a dollar. So now let's move on to our lesson. Okay, so we're on lesson 10, quarters and fourths. Our essential question: how can I recognize two-dimensional shapes and equal shares? And our little duck friend says, "Psst, you'll need this." And we already know that, Mr. Duck. Thank you. So first they want us to separate the rectangle into 2 equal parts. So to do that, you can either use a ruler or you can use your box of crayons and just draw a straight line, as straight as you can, down the middle. Now we have 2 parts, 1/2 and 1/2. But now they want us to cut it in half again. So this time we'll go this way. And we're going to draw our straight line this way. And now you'll see we have 4 parts. That's fourths. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4 makes one whole. And we're going to shade them or color them, each one a different color. So just like the dollar can be in 4 parts, quarters, 4 quarters, we're doing the same thing with this rectangle, cutting it into 4 quarters, but not the kind you can buy candy with. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing with our circle. We first are going to cut it in half by drawing a line down the middle. And now we have 1/2 and 2/2. And now we're going to cut it in half the other way to make fourths or quarters. And again, shade them, each piece a different color. This one looks like a pizza, doesn't it? With really big slices. I think if we cut each slice in half, we'd have 8 slices. And then everyone could have one. Last piece. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4 makes a hole. I'm going to the inside. See and show. A whole that is separated into 4 equal parts is separated into fourths or quarters. Each part is a fourth of or a quarter of the whole. So here they did the circle and the square into 4 equal parts, 4 fourths or 4 quarters. Write how many equal parts make up the whole. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 equal parts. Draw lines to show 4 equal parts. Write how many fourths. So again, we're going to cut it in half. And then cut it in half again to make 4 fourths. And the same thing with this square. We'll cut it in half. Oops, that's not in half, Mrs. Hoskins. Try again. And in half again. 4 fourths. How are halves and fourths different? Well, if I have half of something, that means it was only cut in 2 pieces. But I have a fourth of something, that means that it was cut into 4 pieces. So my piece won't be as big. Okay, let's move on to on my own. A quarter of each shape is missing. Draw the missing quarter. So you're going to have to draw another piece and another piece. Color a fourth of each shape. Write how many parts are shaded. So you're going to color 1 out of how many pieces are there altogether. Coloring 1 out of how many pieces altogether. Color 1 equal part, fill in the numbers. Again, the same thing. You're coloring 1 out of how many pieces? 1 out of how many pieces? So go ahead and do that, and then we'll check. All right, so let's check our work. Here they have 3 parts. We need to add 1 more rectangle. The circle, we need to add 1 more slice of pizza. Down here, we're supposed to color a fourth of the shape. So you should have colored in 1 slice. 1 slice, 1 slice, 1 slice. Then I will write that I colored 1 out of 4 parts. 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 Moving on to the back. Okay, Heidi has a cookie. She and 3 friends want to share the cookie. How many equal parts does Heidi need? So let's draw her cookie. There's Heidi and 3 friends. So 1 plus 3 makes 4. So we have to slice the cookie into 4 pieces. How many equal parts does Heidi need? 1, 2, 3, 4. I hope it's a big cookie. Otherwise, it might just be crumbs. And our hot problem. Adrienne draws a line on the rectangle to show equal parts. So first she did this orange line. Then she draws another line to show more equal parts. So she did this green line. Describe what happens to the sizes of the parts. So when she first just had the orange line, they were some pretty big pieces, 2 big squares, right? But then she adds the green line and it cuts the pieces smaller. So let's say that the parts get smaller as she cuts it into fourths. The parts get smaller. So if I had a candy bar, I wouldn't want to have to share it with 50 people. That means I'd just get a little teeny nibble if I'm lucky. All right, so this concludes our lesson, and I will see you next time.